The list of MCQ for the first chapter.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay now? Visible?
Sir, visible, sir.
Okay. Introduction to Strategic Cost Management, SCMP. The first step, you have to read the theory part. After learning the concept only, you can be in the position to understand the MCQ part. So don't go directly to MCQ part at any cost. Okay. Now, first question. Is it okay now? Which one is not for traditional cost management? A, short-term outlook. B, reactive approach. C, excess focus on cost reduction. And none of the above.
None of the above.
None of the above.
Not there.
None of the above.
So all the items are limitation for traditional cost management. Therefore, everything belongs to traditional costing only. Therefore, none of the above is the answer. Good. Which one is for strategic cost management? Previous one is traditional costing. Now we are moving to strategic cost management. Short-term outlook, reactive approach, excess focus on cost reduction, none of the above.
None of the
None of the above.
So short-term outlook, reactive approach, excess focus, everything is for
Traditional cost management.
Traditional cost management.
limitations of the traditional costing. Strategic cost management consists of value chain analysis, strategic positioning analysis, excess focus on cost reduction, all of the above.
Strategic position.
all
of the above. All of the above.
um,
Exercise focus on cost reduction.
Excessive focus on cost reduction may not come, am I right or not?
Yes.
Value chain
Strategic cost
analysis, or
analysis,
strategic position analysis. So, value chain analysis, strategic positioning analysis. What's the one more thing for?
Exercise.
Cost
Driver analysis.
Cost reduction analysis.
Better we can change the C as a cost driver analysis.
Driver analysis.
Okay. Then all of the above is the correct answer. Am I right or not? Because A and B only the correct answer. So we can change the C part as a cost driver analysis. So strategic cost management consists of value chain analysis as well as cost driver analysis as well as strategic
positioning analysis.
position analysis.
all of the above is the correct answer. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Then, activities in value chain analysis are primary activity, supporting activity, all of the above, none of the above.
All of the above.
All of the
All of the above. So in BCA, two types of activities are there: primary
Primary.
and supporting. But in activity-based costing, resource cost driver and activity cost drivers are there. Okay. Then primary activities not comprising of procurement, inbound logistic, operation, outbound logistic.
Procurement.
procurement.
Procurement comes under the secondary activity
Secondary activities.
or supporting activity, not for the primary activity. Good. Receiving, storing, and handling of raw material, procurement activity, inbound logistic, outbound logistic, all of the above.
Procurement activity.
Procurement activity.
Comes under
Inbound.
inbound logistic. Okay. Transforming of raw material into finished goods, supporting activity, operation, inbound logistic, none of the above.
Operation.
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 These questions are based on what? Primary and
Supporting.
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 So you have to remember how many types of primary activities are there?
5 types
Five
of primary
types.
activities.
What are all them?
Inbound
Inbound
logistics,
logistics,
operations,
operations, outbound
outbound
logistics,
logistics, marketing
marketing
and
and
sales,
sales,
sales services.
After sales.
service. After sales.
And 4
Supporting activity.
What are the
Supporting
supporting activities?
Procurement,
Procurement.
Firm
procurement,
Technology
Procurement,
development.
technology,
technology,
Infrastructure.
Management.
Resource management.
Firms infrastructure.
firms infrastructure.
Next. Amazon glossary offer delivery at a shipping address, which may be other than billing address. It offers contact less delivery, and buyer is free to select the time band within the delivery shall be attempted. It's considered inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics.
Outbound logistics.
outbound logistics.
Outbound logistics. Marketing and sales comes under primary or supporting or none of the above.
Primary.
Primary.
Very good. Comes under the primary activity. Most of Indian sugar mills are operating in the state of UP, Maharashtra, and Karnataka to generate value through low cost on dash based on state collectively account for nearly 80% of the sugar produced in India. UP leading the chart with more than 46% of total production. This comes under inbound logistic, operation, or outbound logistic.
Inbound
Outbound
logistics.
logistics.
Operation.
Comes under inbound logistic. Okay. Next. Aarti Patrakan.
McDonald's, not being Indian brand, when came to Indian market, modify its marketing mix drastically for Indian operation to be best fit in Indian context, considering product rather chicken patties, usage of aloo tikki, low prices, campaign launched for intensive promotional activities, and most of their franchise in India offer sitting arrangement as well. Inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing and sales.
The above activity comes under
Marketing and sales.
Marketing and sales.
marketing. Very good. Next question. Which one is not form part of secondary activity? Procurement, technology, human resource management, none of the above.
None of the above.
None of the
Everything is comes under secondary activity. Next question, Padima. Aarti, படிக்க முடியுமா?
Finding new vendors and doing price negotiation will come under procurement, inbound logistics, none of the above.
Procurement.
none of the
None of the above.
Comes under procurement.
procurement.
Next.
Hiring, training, and building organizational culture will come under primary activity, supporting activity, all of the above, none of the above.
Hiring,
Supporting
training, and
activity.
building organization.
Analysis.
Supporting activity.
Supporting
Supporting
activity.
activity.
Share your doubt.
சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, இதுல 13th question வந்துட்டு அந்த finding new vendors and doing price negotiation. Price negotiation வந்துட்டு அந்த price fixing related தானே சார் இருக்கும். அப்போ வந்துட்டு அது marketing and sales அது related வராது.
Vendor, not customer.
Okay.
Hiring, training, and building organizational culture comes under primary or supporting.
Supporting
Supporting.
activity.
Under supporting activity, what all comes?
Procurement.
Procurement.
Procurement,
Development. Infrastructure
Technology.
development.
technology,
Human
like
resource.
human
Human
resource,
Human
firms
resource
infrastructure.
So it comes under what?
Human
Firms.
resource.
Human resource,
Human resource. So we can consider as a
Supporting.
supporting activity.
which one is not part of strategic framework of value chain analysis? Industrial structure analysis, core competent analysis, segmentation analysis, none of the above.
None of the above.
Of the above.
All the three comes under one strategic framework of
Strategic
value chain
framework.
analysis. Therefore, none of the above, because they also not form part of. You focus on problem solving, it to focus on, okay, problem solving rather than creating value. Value chain analysis, value shop model, value engineering.
Value shop model.
Value
Model.
shop.
Shop model.
So value shop model is purely for not creating any value, but what all the problems are there, for that they will give some solution. Am I right? Strategic positioning is concerned with internal resources, external environment, competency, all of the above.
All of the
All of the above.
Okay. Next. Tata Motors performance or learning shall be analyzing the context of Maruti, Toyota, Honda, Hyundai rather than Audi, BMW, Mercedes. It comes under cost driver analysis, strategic position analysis, value chain analysis.
strategic
Positioning analysis. Strategic positioning analysis.
So comes under what? Strategic positioning analysis. Strategic positioning analysis. So strategic positioning is represent what in industry? What is our company's position? That analysis is called strategic positioning analysis. Strategic positioning analysis include vision and value, mission and objective, strength and weakness, all of the above.
all of the
All of the above.
Combination of all only strategic positioning analysis. Good. Based on stakeholders' influence and expectation, high power and high interest leads to
Key players.
affected marginal player.
key players.
Players.
Key players. What about the influence as well as stakeholders' expectation? What all the probabilities are there? Four matrix, right or not? 4 column matrix. What the first one?
Influential.
Power, high interest.
High power, high interest.
Key players.
Key players.
Low power, low interest.
Marginal
players.
Marginal.
High power, low interest.
Affected.
And low power, high interest.
Influential.
Influence.
Influential. So for what are the 4 elements? Key players.
Players.
Marginal players.
Influential.
Influence.
Yes.
And influence.
Influential.
Good one. In value chain analysis, activity cost driver does not include structural cost driver, executional cost driver, resource cost driver.
Resource cost driver.
Resource cost driver comes under what? ABC. Okay. In VCA, value chain analysis, and execution cost driver. Next, the kiss of death represent differentiation advantage, cost leadership, combination leadership.
Combination.
Combination
leader.
Combination,
Differentiation advantage.
no, combination. As per the theorem, they said, for the purpose of competitive advantage, either you can go for low cost advantage. That low cost advantage is also called cost leadership. Another one is differentiation advantage. So, either you have to go for low cost because two things in the two different direction. In case of differentiation advantage, do something differently. I can be the person to charge more. My premium price I can fix. So that because of the uniqueness of the product or service, I can charge premium price. Accordingly, I can be the person to sustain in the market. Whereas in case of low cost advantage, nothing but the cost leadership, by way of reducing the price or cost, I can be the person to survey in the market. So it is advisable for the company to go either low cost advantage or differentiation advantage. And the combined part, the intersection part is called combination leadership. That particular part is called kiss of death. Next, Apple product and Chinese product are example for cost leadership, differentiation advantage, differentiation advantage and cost leadership. None of the above.
Differentiation advantage and cost leadership.
And cost leadership.
Okay, which one is differentiation? Which one is cost leadership?
Apple
Apple
product
is differentiation. Chinese product cost leadership.
Cost leadership.
Chinese product cost leadership.
Cost leadership.
That's true. Role of standard costing is not important for
Product
Differentiation.
Product differentiation.
cost leadership, both.
Product differentiation.
Product differentiation. In product differentiation, uniqueness of the product is important. So we are not going to bother about the cost because we are going to charge a premium rate. Assessing competitive advantage by way of internal cost analysis, internal differentiation analysis, vertical linkage analysis, all of the above.
All of
All
the
the
above.
All the above.
Next. Osrodem business model canvas proposes a dash element of business model. How many elements?
9 elements.
9 elements.
9 elements. With respect to 9 elements, the center point is what? Value proportion.
Value proportion.
That value proportion consists of what and what? One is for cost
Structure.
Cost,
Revenue
revenue structure.
revenue.
Under cost structure, 3 elements are there. What are all they?
Key
partner.
Key activities.
Key partners,
Key
activities,
activities and
Key
resources.
resources.
Key resources.
key resources.
whereas in the revenue, 3
Customer.
elements.
Customer.
Customer
Customer segment. Channel.
Customer
Channel.
segment.
First one,
Customer relationship,
customer
Yes.
relationship, customer segment and channel.
Channel.
So 3 plus 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, totally 9 models, 9 elements are there. Next, it deals with the product or service. Products or service that the business offers to target customer segment in order to solve their problems are value proportion, channel, or revenue frames.
Value proportion.
proportion.
Value proportion. So value proportion denotes it deals with the product or service that business offered to target the customer segment in order to solve the problem. Nothing but main business, right? Main business activity. Next, which one of the following are not the advantages of traditional cost management? Not disadvantages, right or not? Not disadvantages of traditional cost management. First one, it ignores competition, market growth, and customers' requirement. Yes, it's form part of disadvantage only. Am I right? Excessive
Yes.
focus on cost reduction, broader cost reduction leads to inferior quality. That is also its disadvantage only. Third one, rely only on financial data. Hence, dynamics of the market and the economics are ignored. That is also its disadvantage only. Fourth one, reactive in approach. It serves a corrective functional instead of preventive function. Corrective function instead of preventive function. So A is correct, B is correct, C is correct. Am I right? D correct or
Correct.
Yes, sir,
Filter
correct.
listen.
reactive, not proactive. Therefore, A, B, C, D, all the fours are
Correct.
disadvantage
Correct.
only. Therefore, what is the right answer?
None of the
None
above.
of
None
the
of the
Okay.
Because they are not the disadvantage. Everything is a disadvantage. Good. Out of offering financial, out of offering state, sorry, out of following statements, which are correctly despite the features of strategic cost management. Nothing but what are all the features of strategic cost management? Strategic cost management is use case of cost information for decision making. Next, strategic cost is reactive approach. Scope of strategic cost management is wider enough to allow it to emphasize on product differentiation apart from cost containment. So, what is the correct features of the strategic cost management?
C, sir. 1 and 3.
One,
One and
yes, sir.
three.
1 and 3.
B and C, both are same option only, sir.
Okay. One is the correct or not? Reactive approach or proactive approach?
Reactive.
proactive approach.
React.
Proactive.
SCPM has a proactive approach.
The proactive approach. Therefore, it's not correct. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
First one is correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Cost decision making, correct. Third one, wider enough to allow the
Emphasis.
Product
Correct,
differentiation
sir.
apart from cost control.
one is correct. That is A, B, and C. Nothing but 1 and 3 are correct. Am I right or not? It's supposed to be 1, 2, and 3. Am I right?
Option B.
Option B is correct. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Then the concept of industry is dash than segment, and the concept of sector is dash than industry.
Industry is wider than segment.
Wider and sectors
Wider.
narrow.
Concept of
Segment.
industry is wider than
Segment.
segment.
And concept of sector is
Sector is
narrower than industry.
Is
wider than
Narrower than industry.
narrower than industry.
narrower or wider?
Narrower.
Narrow.
sir, wide.
Wider.
Wider only.
Wider.
Wider.
Wider than industry. Both wider only. Therefore, which one is the biggest?
Sector.
Sector.
Thereafter,
Industry.
Industry.
industry. Thereafter,
Segment.
Segment.
thereafter, company. Am I right?
Yes.
So, the order, if you want, you can note it down so that you can have the better clarity. What is the first one?
Sector.
Sector. Industry.
Industry.
Yes, sir.
Industry.
Industry.
Segment.
Segment.
Thereafter,
Segment.
Company.
thereafter, you can say company. Am I right?
Company.
The company is small, upper sector, industry, and upper segment, industry as well sector. Good.
Management accountant expected to make ethical decisions and effective communication in role of leader. Identify the correct set of reasons out of the following. Why do management accountant make irrational decisions?
Why
Option 1, not listen.
irrational indication. Okay.
Option 1, not listening to others and their perspective. Option 2, enthusiasm to quickly get to the end of the analysis process. Option 3, changing business dynamic. Option 4, superficial understanding of facts.
So which option is correct?
B.
One is correct or not, they are not listening, am I right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
the reason for irrational decision. Enthusiasm, that is also a reason for irrational decision.
Materialism.
Changes in business dynamic, not correct.
Not correct.
Next, superficial
understanding of
understanding of the fact. Okay,
1 to 4.
1,
Option
2,
D.
and 4. Due to
D.
that
Option
reason
D.
only, they are taking wrong decision or irrational decision. Therefore, D is the correct answer. Next, Padragan.
Identify the false statement regarding cost leadership strategy.
So
Option A.
in examination, false, not, all those things and all may not be underlined, okay, or not bold. You have to be careful. Not solrona or what you have to identify, okay. For or against the statement, you have to identify. Yeah, read one more time.
Identify the false statement regarding cost leadership strategy. Option A. Standard cost for assessing performance assessment is very important for cost leadership. Option B. Market research to know customer perception about the product is very important for cost leadership. Option C. Product cost as an input for pricing decision is important for cost leadership.
So, with respect to cost leadership, what and all not correct. Am I right? What are the first one? Standard cost for assessing performance assessment is very important for cost leadership. That is correct. Already we have discussed. Okay. Standard cost may not required for product differentiation,
Product differentiation.
but required for
Cost
leadership. Second one, market research to know the customer perception about the product is important for cost leadership. That may not know, am I right? For reducing the cost, that is not required. Product cost as an important pricing decision, that is also correct, am I right or not? So the requirement of the question,
False.
one is a false statement, am I right?
B.
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 So B is the false statement. They're supposed to give the option. Okay, A for A, B for B, C for C, and all of the above, none of the above, am I right? So B is the answer for this question. Right, Raghav.
Modern Furnitures Limited is considering the need, resource outlay, and expected benefit to draw the value proposition canvas for its business. Since MFL is already using business model canvas, hence the proposer tries to convince the board by emphasis that the value proposition canvas is dash to the business model canvas. It is a substitute, extension, plugin, or new version.
Read one more time, all of you listen carefully.
Modern Furnitures Limited MFL is considering the need, resource outlay, and expected benefit to draw the value proposition canvas for its business. Since MFL is already using business model canvas, hence the proposer tries to convince the board by emphasis that the value proposition canvas is dash to the business model canvas.
So,
Substitute,
hmm,
extension, plugin, or new version.
plugging the correct answer. Already they are using the value proportion model, am I right or not?
Sir, doubt.
Yes, Kanan.
Sir, what is the difference between plugin and extension, sir?
Plugging means already any fault is there that we are going to plug them.
Okay.
If you want to do the expansion activity, then only it's called extension.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next question, Kanan.
Strategic cost management is the implementation of cost management techniques to sustain and improve the company's strategic position as well as reduce cost. The three important pillars of SCM are A. Strategic positioning, value chain analysis, and business environment analysis. Option B. Cost driver analysis, strategic positioning, and value chain analysis. Option C, value chain analysis, strategic positioning, and performance analysis. Option D, strategic positioning, value proposition analysis, and business environment analysis.
So, option B is the correct one.
Option B.
Cost driver analysis, strategic position analysis, and the value chain analysis. Next.
Value chain analysis is
Hmm.
aimed at which of the following?
Hmm.
Eliminate costs, reduce costs, increase quantity sold, increase sales price, identify opportunities for product differentiation.
Value chain analysis aims. First one, eliminate cost.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Reduce the cost.
Yes.
Eliminate the cost of person, eliminate non-validated cost. Okay. Reduce the cost. Right. And increase product quantity sold. That is not the aim. Am I right? Increase sales price.
No.
It's not.
No.
Identify the opportunity for product differentiation. That is also correct. So one is correct, two is correct, and the last one is
Yes.
so A is the correct answer. But
Technological advancement, especially digital technologies, has capability to change business model in additional substantial bearing of cost. Correctly match the items of the following sets, that is technological advancement and scope thereof.
okay.
Option 1,
Technological advancement may be automation, extension, transformation,
Revolution.
revolution. What would be the scope for that saying? A, B, C, D, Parima?
automation.
Hmm.
Okay. A, using technology to perform new task or process.
Hmm.
B, use of existing technology that revamps the product and services in addition to its process and culture. C, replacement of humans with technology. D, use of new technology that revamps the products and services in addition to its process and culture.
Okay, okay. So automation is a replacement of human. Am I right?
Technology.
Is it right or not? Automation is a
Yes, sir.
replacement. What we know?
Yes.
Extension, using technology as a part of new task. We are extending the same. Transformation, using existing technology that revamp or use a new technology. Revolution is for new technology. Am I right? Transformation is for
Use of existing technology.
transformation, use the existing technology and revamp the product and services in addition to its product culture. Whereas revolution is one for new. So 1C, 2A, 3B, and 4D.
Option B.
Option B.
Option B is correct. Next, out of the following, which are the aspect that traditional cost management fails to address? Which one is not addressing the traditional cost management? Nothing, again, invitation only. Use case of cost information, activity-based costing, qualitative aspects of cost management. Which one is not addressing by the traditional costing?
All.
D, all.
All.
Traditional costing addressing cost information, right or not? But not
Activity-based costing.
based on resource-based consumption, nothing but ABC. Qualitative not considering, therefore, fails to address. Therefore,
Fails
B.
to address
2 and 3. Am I right or not?
2 and 3.
So C is the correct answer. Okay. Traditional costing is addressing the cost information, but not for the remaining two things. What is Rudy?
Which of the following statement is correct about strategic cost management? Option A, allocation of cost is based on volume per unit produced. Option B has
not based on volume, based on resource consumption. Am I right? Only in traditional we are going to ascertain the cost based on volume. Strategic costing, we are going to ascertain the cost based on resource consumption. Therefore, first one
Resource
is not correct. The requirement is what is correct. Second one,
Option D has a short-term focus with the main objective being cost control and reduction.
so it's a long-term focus, strategic cost management. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Second one is also not correct.
Option C, based on analysis of internal and external factors, a proactive and dynamic approach to gain competitive advantage while containing costs.
Okay.
Correct.
Answer.
Correct. Option D focuses reviews and investigation of variances and deviations that are only quantitative in nature.
Not correct. Therefore,
C.
C.
Option C.
Option
C is
C.
the correct. C. Good. Next.
Correctly match the items of following sets, that is evolution of cost and objective thereof. Option 1, cost ascertainment, cost control, traditional cost management, strategic cost management. Match with cost reduction, recoding of cost, aligning of cost to strategies, or containment of costs.
Okay. Cost control is for
Containment of cost.
Containment of cost.
containment of cost. Whatever easy that we can fill first. Okay. Next. Strategic management.
Aligning cost to
Aligning cost to strategies.
So strategy.
Traditional costing, cost reduction.
Cost
Cost reduction.
Traditional costing is for cost.
Cost reduction.
Then cost,
Recoding of cost.
recoding of
good.
Option
1D, 2D,
3A, 4C.
A, and 4C. Am I right?
And D.
Yes. Option
Option D.
D.
D, appa.
D.
D.
Good.
Jim Jam Power Limited is working on project of designing low-cost lithium-ion battery for electric vehicle. As a vendor for manufacturing and delivering for such batteries to the largest e-vehicle producer of the country, it has been decided that critical success factors shall be used to strategically manage the project and cost thereof. When assessing the use of critical success factors, which one of the following would demonstrate they are being used correctly? Critical option A, critical success factors remain fixed throughout the project.
The requirement is
Critical
what? Which one
success
of the following would?
Will be used correctly.
demonstrate they are
For
being
demonstration.
used correctly.
Okay.
Option A, critical success factors remain fixed throughout the project. Option B, critical success factors are used as measures if the project is either leading or lagging in performance. Option C, critical success factors are derived from key performance indicators to measure if the project is achieving strategic goals. Option D, critical success factors are directly aligned to both organizational and project objectives.
Shall I read the question one more time to have a better clarity? Padima.
Jim Jam Power Limited is working on project of designing low-cost lithium-ion battery for electrical e-vehicle as a vendor for such batteries to the largest e-vehicle producer of the country. It has been decided that critical success factors shall be used to strategically manage the project and cost thereof.
So the company's object is low cost advantage. Am I right? To achieve the low cost advantage, what are the critical success factors? That is what the question. Am I right?
Yes, sir. When assessing the use of critical success factors, which one of the following would demonstrate they are being used correctly? Option A, critical success factors remain fixed throughout the project. Option D, critical success factors are used as measure if the project is either leading or lagging in performance. Option C, critical success factors are derived from key performance indicators to measure if the project is achieving strategic goals. Option D, critical success factors are directly aligned to both organizational and project objectives.
So what is the correct answer?
B.
Throughout the project, success factor used to measure the project, either the learning the performance. Critical success factors are given indicated measure to. D may be the more appropriate answer. Critical success factors are directly aligned to both
Organizational and project objective.
Organizational and project objectives.
organizational as well as
Right.
the project also. More appropriate answer is the D. But more or less all the answers are correct only, am I right? Right, Raman.
A fast food restaurant chain, Wish a Dish, launched its app for placing order online. Order placed through app will be delivered in 30 minutes to customer without any delivery charge if delivery address lies within 5 kilometers. Nominal charges are applied over and above that. The launch of app will result in which of the following force?
It's happening everywhere.
Threat.
Within few kilometers, they are charging it free of cost, door delivery.
Option A, increased threat of new entrants. Option B, increased threat of substitute. Option C, increased customer power. Option D, increased barriers to entry.
So this is for what?
This barriers to
Three
entry.
barriers to entry. So what are all the five force based on 5 force model? Am I right or not?
Bargaining power of buyer.
Bargaining power of buyer.
Bargaining
Power
power
of
buyer.
suppliers,
Suppliers.
bargaining power of buyer,
Threat of new entrants.
threat of new entrants,
Substitutes.
threat of new substitutes, and it's
Competitive revenue.
Common advantage.
Okay. Next.
Assertion. Management accountants being a leader need to be proficient in decision making as well as making communication in process of crafting plans and ensuring precise execution. Reason. The role of management has been changed drastically in correspondence to change in business environment and dynamics. Option A. Both are correct statements, but reasons is not correct explanation to the assertion. Option B. Both are correct statements and reason is correct explanation to assertion. Option C. Only assertion is correct. Option D. Only reason is correct.
Read one more time. Ask what is the assertion, what is the reason?
Assertion. Management accountants being a leader need to be proficient in decision making as well as making communication in process of crafting plans and ensuring precise execution.
Correct.
Reason. The role of management has been changed drastically in correspondence to change in business environments and dynamics.
So correct only. Am I right? Both are correct statement and the reason is correct. Correctly explained to the assertion. Right or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next.
As a management consultant for guiding a company on analyzing its competitive position in the market, you wish to present the business activities and processes of business using Porter's value chain analysis. What are the benefits of using Porter's value chain model for analyzing competitive advantage?
Okay.
Option 1. Management can have better insights on how to push for low-cost leadership strategy or product differentiation strategy. Option 2. Enables the company to identify how value can be created, sustained, and maximized, a thrust that sparks innovation. Option 3. Enables the company to understand the interlinkages between various processes and how the change in one process can impact the other. Option 4. builds efficiency by enabling the company to identify and discontinue non-value adding processes.
Okay. So,
All of the above.
All of the above.
with respect to value chain, what are the first one gonna based on photos model? What are the first one? Read first one, management.
Management can have better insights on how to push for low-cost leadership strategy or product differentiation strategy.
Okay.
Enables the company to identify how value can be created, sustained, and maximized, a thrust that sparks innovation.
Yes.
Enables the company to understand the interlinkages between various processes and how the change in one process can impact the other.
Okay.
Builds efficiency by enabling the company to identify and discontinue non-value adding processes.
So the right answer is
All
what?
of the
All
above.
of the above.
Correct. Next question.
Need for strategic cost management includes option A, detailed cost analysis, option B, sustained competitive advantage, option C, to assimilation cost management into strategy, option D, all of the above.
Again, all of the
All
above.
of the above.
All the
Strategic cost management include detailed cost analysis also,
Detailed cost analysis,
competitive advantage also,
sustained competitive.
then cost management to align cost management strategy. Correct. All of the above. Next.
Strategic cost management deals with assimilation of option A, quantitative information, option B, qualitative information, option C, all of the above, option D, none of the above.
Both qualitative
All of the
and
above.
quantitative information with respect to strategic cost management. So C is the correct answer. Next.
Components of strategic cost management.
Component.
Option A, strategic positioning analysis. Option B, cost driver analysis. Option C, value chain analysis. Option D, all of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above. Michael Porter using value chain analysis to gain option A, competitive advantage, option B, low cost advantage, option C, differentiation advantage, option D, all of the above.
For the right answer.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Competitive
Competitive advantage consists of low cost and
And a differentiation advantage.
Differentiation.
better,
Option
we can say competitive advantage. Am I right? The option better, none of the above. Okay, A is the correct answer. Next.
Dash activities are directly involved in transformation of a product or provisioning of services. Option A, supporting activity.
Direct
Option
people,
B, primary
transformation of
activity.
product and providing service, provisioning the services. Which one?
Option A, supporting activity. Option B, primary activity. Option C, value-added activity. Option D, non-value-added activities.
So what
Directly
activity?
involved. Primary activity.
primary
Next.
Dash is the value which a customer is ready to pay over the cost incurred by the firm for the product. Revenue. Option D, margin. Option C, price. Option D, none of the above.
Value that the customer ready to pay over the cost comes under what?
Margin.
Margin. Value is the, margin is the value which the customer is ready to pay over the cost. Okay. Next.
Dash that covers receiving, storing, and handling of raw materials. Inbound logistics. Option B, operations. Option C, outbound logistics. Option D, marketing.
Inbound logistics.
inbound logistics.
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 Inbound.
Good. So, one word manageable. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Many occasion you can have combination of all, like a case study based MCQ. So if you learn the small MCQ, combined together, you'll call what? Case study based MCQ. That should also be familiar. They'll give some story. One segment may be one activity or what inbound primary activity. Another segment may be what supporting activity. So combined manner they may give. Or one company's data they will give based on that value canvas 9 elements you have to identify. So one question may consist of sub question as a MCQ. So combined manner only they used to create the MCQ. So single MCQ also able to manage. So everything based, if you thorough with the concept, you can able to address the MCQ part properly. Up to this stage, manageable.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.